Good evening, everyone, and welcome to LFR Tuesday Night Racing, Round 8, the Austrian Grand Prix. And I'm here with my host, Liam. We're getting off to a bad start, mate. I'm here with Lee, of course, and I'm your host, Joe, aka Kingsome, and of course, Lee, Flea 1996. Looking like a dry session, Lee, for the first part of qualifying.
Oh, well, it'll be straight onto the soft, seeing how people just going for it, saving them mediums for Q2.
They will be indeed. So we have 18 drivers tonight. We should have had 19 drivers, as unfortunately H. Bosworth is alone tonight because we do have our first race ban of the season from Amaral from last week in Silverstone. But we still have a fairly decent number, and we're just missing Dark Stomper, who seems to have some technical issues. That's unfortunate. He's right up there in the championship, and looks like he might be missing tonight's race, so we're starting from the back. Or at best, sorry.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a tough session. You're going to have to get in, hopefully get in quickly in order to get a time in. But gonna have to wait.
Yeah, we are waiting. So my suspicions are, Lee, we've waited a good minute until anyone's come out. Now, do you want to hazard a bet it's a wet race? Because people took a while to come out the pit lane.
Yeah, possibly.
So let's just see. Yeah, we got a comment in the video. If someone could tell us if that is the comment or not. What is the weather for the race? Because obviously it's looking like a dry session at the minute for the foreseeable future in qualifying. But tell us in the comments if it is a wet race. We have another comment, so I think we're gonna know, Lee, if you chat.
Oh, that's just Marshall saying good evening, guys. Looking forward to another exciting race.
Yeah, well, it was definitely an exciting race last time out. And talking about last race quickly, we'll go through the drivers' standings for last week in Silverstone. Just bear with me 2 seconds, Lee.
That's no worries.
So, yeah, we'll go with the drivers' standings first. And Veloce Ayub, who's on an outlap at the minute, is in first position with 102 points at the minute, and he's followed closely behind by Dark Stomper on 94 points. As we said, he's not here at the minute, so it's going to be a big loss to him if he doesn't race. Bazzaboy is in third in the McLaren on 53 points, 36 points for Mitch in the Mercedes. Judd Santi in the AlphaTauri is on 34 points, 27 points for H. Bosworth. Mars has 27 points, also in 7th place. Fatality in the Ferrari has 24 points, 21 points for Beckett. Iggy Combo is still in 10th, actually, missing a few races, Lee. I'm quite surprised with that, with 20 points. 18 points for Phoenix. Tim in the McLaren, who had a great race last week, is in 12th place with 18 points, obviously getting that 2nd place last week. X-Ray Douser, who's not with us tonight, is on 16 points in 13th. 14th is Stubacar, who's also not with us. The 2 Williams drivers are not with us tonight. We have 2 reserves in their places. We'll talk about them in a few moments' time. Cons YT is in the Haas on 8 points in 15th place. 16th place is Milan Massimo on 6 points, and every other driver, Drismic, Stantan, Carl and Amaral, who is got a race ban tonight, have not scored points. And so we'll just quickly go to the constructors' standings. So we've got Renault in the top spot at the minute with 164 points. 2nd place with 108 points is Haas. 3rd place is 83 points is Ferrari. 4th place is McLaren with 71 points. Alfa Romeo is in 5th on 68 points. 6th place is Mercedes on 57 points. 7th place is the AlphaTauri drivers, and they're on 24 points. 8th place is the Williams on 28 points. 34 points for the AlphaTauri, 28 points for the Williams in 8th place. 9th place is Red Bull on 26 points, and in last is Racing Point on 25 points. So we're going to get a bit of a loss today. And Dark Stomper has joined us for qualifying. So hopefully he'll be able to get some laps in now, Lee.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm just messaging now.
I think it'll be alright. I don't think it'll glitch the lobby. I don't think it does in Q1.
No, I'm hoping everything will be alright.
Let's hope so. So we have, as we've been talking about the standings, we have had a few laps on the board already with Tim in first place with 100. Lee, what is going on with me tonight, mate? 1 minute 3.382. In second is a 1 minute 3.723 by Veloce, who's our championship leader at the minute. Carl is in third with a 103.8. 103.9 for Mitch, 104.2. These times are very close for Judge Santi. King Panda, that's what I'm going to call him because I don't want him to tell me I'm getting his name wrong. Or Panda. So Panda is reserve driver, driving in Sunday's league, and he's reserving for us tonight in the Williams, along with the Pink Spartan, who's back again as a reserve driver in the Williams team. We'll stick with Pink Spartan for the minute. We'll take round the lap and turn one, the Lauder curve, and we go up the hill. It's just quite a steep ascent up towards turn 3. We go for the kink of turn 2, which isn't really a corner, but officially it is, so we're going to stick with it. Turn 3, and very hard to get down on the power out of turn 3 as we come down towards turn 4, and it just drops down a little bit, which means you have to brake slightly earlier than you would normally, and obviously rolls reverse for turn 3 as you're going uphill. You can brake a little bit later, coming down through turn 5 into 6, which is a really quick right-hander. You can get on the throttle really fast there and push the car through into 7, round turn 8, and we've only got 2 more corners to go at this Red Bull ring, coming over the rise and exit on the right hand side. I've just thought, Lee, we didn't tell people about the rule last week.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a public mess up on my part. Anyway, it won't matter, I'm pretty sure. We'll try and see what other drivers we've got out on laps. Of course, we've got to talk about DXT Ferret, of course, Gaz, who is our number 1. Should we say number 1, Lee? Can we say that? Is Hobo going to be listening? One of our Monday night commentators, of course, the man with all the facts, the F1 guru, and he's driving tonight for the first time in Tuesday night. He did have a little stint in the pre-season race, but a little said about that, the Bella. And he's in the Red Bull taking X-Ray Delta's seat for tonight. So, I wonder if he's listening, but if he's not, I'm sure he'll have a watch and he gets a big kick. He's Tokyo drifting that bad boy, Lee.
Let's see, where is he?
Coming down towards turn 4.
I'm on board with him now.
So we'll just see what sort of lap Gaz can do. Actually, we'll shine the spotlight on him and see how that goes. We've got 9.5 minutes left in this session. Mars has retired from the session, 103.4. He's checked out already, and he's going to sit and wait for Q2. And he's Ferret has done 105.6 at the minute. Tim setting a new time, was that? Oh no, sorry, it was Fatality setting a new time of 103.5, but we're going to stick with Gaz, shall we? See how he does?
Yeah, please.
And Mitch has also retired from the session in 6th. Pretty confident there, I think, from Mitch.
It's a fair gap though, so just wait and see. Bold move.
Just having a look at Ferret at the minute, coming down to turn 4. A really prime overtaking spot there, turn 4 and turn 3. I think we will see a lot of action in this race. Of course, we did have a fair bit of action last week in Austria as Gaz goes really wide there through turn 6. Really does not take the optimal line through that corner as he goes round turn 8, cutting the corner nicely there actually, and not getting a exceeding track limits. He took the line pretty much perfectly through turn 8 actually, which can be quite tricky as he comes around the final corner and he invalidates. It looked like he was a bit on the limit, and he's down in 17th at the moment. Drismek is on an out lap at the moment. He's about to start his lap, is he? No, he's coming back into the pits. So Drismek really needs to get a lap on the board, otherwise he will be out. We haven't seen Dark Stomper set a lap, Lee. He's not even in the... Would you just check with him if you can pick a car? Because obviously he won't be in his correct car, potentially. That's okay. So if you, apologies if you hear a certain dog barking, and sometimes he will not be quiet, as we'll get back to the action. I've got 8 people watching the stream at the minute. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you chat in the chat below, and hopefully it's I'm guessing there'll be a lot of the drivers, so let's just hope they can. And Dark Stomper is now officially in the session in his Haas car, and he needs to get out there quite sharpishly. He's only got 6 and a bit minutes to go. He's pretty much only going to have 1 lap, potentially 2 on the same tyre with a little bit more fuel, which is probably what I guess he'll do, Lee. So just
God
back,
knows. We just need to wait and see.
just back
Maybe.
with Ferret at the minute, and he's just having another attempt there. He's going to be one of the drivers at risk at the minute, as well as Cons, who's out on an out lap at the minute, as well as Drismek, who hasn't even set a time yet, as well as Dark Stomper, but Drismek's been in the entire Q1 session, and obviously Dark Stomper has only just picked his car, obviously his Haas car now. Used to be in the Renault, the only driver that's moved, had a driver change I think in Tuesday night. As we're seeing Ferret now, and he's pitting now, so I think he's just backed out of that lap. He's got enough time to go again, potentially.
Yeah, I'll go again.
As we see, Phoenix is spun out at turn 1, just needs to be extra careful. We're coming back on track. You're alright, lad. Let's get going. As he's away now, and going up towards turn 3. I think we've got Bosworth is not on a lap as of yet. Veloce is on a lap and he invalidates as soon as he comes out of turn 1. That is not the best result for Veloce. Ayub and his teammate. He's in second at the moment. It's almost 1, 2, 3, 4 Renault. Lee could quite easily see that at the minute.
Yeah, I'm on board with Dark Stomper. He's coming around turn 9.
He's just about to start his lap.
Is he? Oh, right, yeah.
Full battery. Yeah.
Alright, yeah. There we go.
Nice round turn 1 there.
Yeah, nice and smooth.
So he comes round turn 3 now. And on to the back straight. Obviously 3 DRS zones at Austria, and that's why you do see quite a lot of overtaking around here, but obviously it is quite a short lap, just over a minute in qualifying. We'll see about 1 minute 8, 1 minute 9 in the race, that sort of margin of time. Obviously still got Drismek, who's set a time now, but he's still down in the drop zone at the moment. And we'll go back to Dark Stomper, the only man now not to set a time, and I've got a sneaking suspicion he will be right up there in the top 6 by the end of this lap. 1 corner to go, cuts the corner quite nicely, gets on the curb really nicely as well, really extracting all of turn 10, and he gets up into 5th place. There we go. That was pretty well predicted by me there.
Yeah, there we go. Now the people at this here are second, fast, first and second. They're at risk of going out. People are in the drop zone at the moment. Milan, Simo, Con, YT, Drismek and Ferret.
Yeah, the Red Bulls are not having a good time of it at the moment. they're really struggling at their home race. But they have got another lap to try and get out of Q1. Drismic crossing the line, goes 14th fastest, knocks Beckett down to 16th. He's now in the danger zone, and he does now need to come back out to set a lap to try and get out of the bottom 4. As we see Phoenix now coming out, of course that's why he's definitely not safe either. And Drismic probably not feeling too comfortable either, Lee.
No, I mean it's in the drop zone, so
very close
he's
to it.
Going to be one. Yeah, he's going to be wanting to get. Yeah, close to it. Sorry, he's going to be wanting to get out of there.
Oh, I don't know if he's got enough fuel on board. He's still running in mix 2. He needs to get out of the way of a driver coming through, I think. As the Renault of Veloce, championship leader. I think he isn't on the lap actually, so that wasn't an issue for these guys. As we're seeing Cons YT coming around the final corner, and he's invalidated his lap time, so I don't know if he's going to go again. I think he is. So we'll see. He's definitely not actually. He's just lifted off. So we'll have a fun one in the chat. Who predictions for pole position today? Obviously seeing these guys at the front all the way to sort of 6th place really could be up to grabs between all of them at the moment. So let's see what people think. We've got a few comments, Lee, already coming in.
I don't really think I want to read that one, but apparently starting as sexy. Did you say little?
Nice little giggles for us in Q2, and Gaz is not giggling. He came out of turn 3, and that was really scruffy coming out of turn 3. He's really struggling to get grips of the Austria track, but I don't think he's had any practice at all, so fair play to him, just jumping in and giving it a go. Cons YT in the pits. He's definitely out of this session now. Milan Massimo is on a lap, and we'll see if he can make it through. Stantan has left the session, and we will just keep an eye on Milan Massimo. At the minute, Beckett has just started a lap and just in time with 45 seconds to go. We'll just keep an eye on this man. He's got his teammate getting nicely out of the way off the circuit. Around turn 10 he comes. He's got a 104.92 beat, and he goes into 14th, so he's safe for the minute with a 104.5. We've got Phoenix on a lap, and Beckett, who is also not safe, and I think we've got Cons YT and DXT Ferret, who are definitely going to be out of this session, and we're just going to see if the other two can drop Milan and Drismic out of the session. It's pretty tense for Q1 then.
Yeah, no.
16th, he has not made it, but Beckett has, and he's dropped Drismic down to 16th, and he is out of Q1. And Beckett, he's going to be breathing a sigh of relief there, I think. And Milan Massimo, of course.
Phoenix still on the lap. Oh, that.
I think session is not over. I think Phoenix is giving it a go, but there's no battery remaining, and he's now lifted off into turn 4, so he's 100% not going to go any faster. So I'm not sure if Veloce is still on the lap. He is. He's giving it another go, isn't he? We'll just see what he can do. He's got a 103.641 to beat, and he's just invalidated his lap time, so he's definitely not going to improve now. And
how are they still do a lap? Like, they should have crossed the line by now.
Maybe ours are off, not in sync. Our clock, like it does sometimes, doesn't it?
I forget about that.
It's definitely finished now. We're just waiting for Beckett, who's coming into the pits, and Phoenix, who are coming into the pits. So they'll be done in about 30 seconds. time. So we're now just waiting for Beckett to be pushed back into the garage, and this session will finish and we'll be with you for Q2 in a few moments time. We've just got to wait. And there we go. So our top three for Q1 was Tim, Mars and Carl, and the guys that are leaving us for this qualifying session is Drismic in 16th with a 104.5, super close to Milan Massimo. Actually, I didn't even see that, Lee. And also Beckett as well. Those guys are all within a tenth of each other. Phoenix with a 104.6, a 105 dead for Cons YT, and DXT Fair with a 105.6, who is in 19th and last for the race. So we're just about to get on to Q2.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a hectic Q1, to be honest.
It was a little bit. It was a little bit more exciting. It's nice. It's good when people do their. I can hear myself on the. Are you playing the stream, Lee?
No.
Oh, I can just hear myself. Would you turn your mic down just a little bit?
Yeah.
Your headphones down. That's better. That's better now, I think. So now we're into Q2. Do we know if it's a wet race or not?
Don't know at the moment.
Is there no comments about it?
No, none at the moment.
So maybe we'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be a surprise. Obviously, we've still got the two Williams drivers who were very close together in Q1, actually. I did notice, and they're both coming out of the garage at the same time as I dropped my phone on the floor. That was smart. And we're just seeing a lot of guys come out now. We've had Stantan leave the session again, so hopefully he'll be able to get back in. Got a couple more comments on the stream as well, Lee. So we're just waiting for some of these drivers to start a lap. As I said, we've got 15 minutes in this session, and this is the session, of course, where the top 10 will start on the tyre they go fastest on. So either the medium, that yellow banded tyre, or the soft tyre, the red banded tyre. And we've got Milan Massimo on the wets, Lee.
You?
Do you see that as well?
Yeah, using it.
That is very strange. Or you can see what Milan Massimo's doing and have the blue banded wet tyres, but I don't advise it, because he may go off the track at any minute. So I'm sure he's just about to pit. Which he has.
Yeah, got some comments.
What was... Sorry, Lee, your connection was really bad then.
No, I just couldn't get my words out there. That's all that was. So, got comments here. Stand for pole. Got one from Wayne Ledden. Yes, King's home.
Who said that?
Was Ledden.
Was Lightning.
Wayne Ledden.
Don't know who that is, but thanks.
Phoenix said possible heavy rain at the end of the race. Whoa.
Interesting. Interesting. That makes it just a little more exciting. Jed Santi has gone fastest with a 104.5 and a 105 dead for Panda in the Williams. no other drivers to set laps. We've got a McLaren come round, and that's Tim, who came second last time out, to Dark Stomper. And where's it going to put him? Third fastest at the minute. Veloce Ayub gone fastest, our championship leader. Done a 104.1 on the medium tyres, which is a very impressive lap, I must say. H. Bosworth won at a 10.6. I am pretty sure that was not a true lap from H. Bosworth, as he's attempting another lap now. We've got the Pink Spartan in 5th place. The Williams drivers 4th and 5th, but they have got a slight gap between the two drivers, and so I'm sure that probably won't stay like that in a few minutes time. Got Bazavoy on a lap at the moment, got a yellow flag into the final corner. Not too sure what that was about. We've got some guys coming round now. H. Bosworth, yeah, H. Bosworth is now finishing his lap. Let's see where it actually puts him. 4th fastest, 104.9. Pretty respectable time there from H. Bosworth on the medium tyres.
Yeah, it's pretty tough time for himself, that could be in.
Lee, are you able to turn your microphone up actually a little bit? Because I'm struggling to hear you now.
Better?
Try again.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Brilliant.
No.
I'm just going to see what drivers are on laps. Milan Massimo is on a lap. Let's see how he does round turn 3. So quite a tricky corner on the exit. Really good corner for switchbacks though, so keep an eye out for that in the race as as turn 4 here as well. To be fair, all the corners here are really quite good for wheel-to-wheel racing.
Yeah, it's always a good battle in here, especially considering the 3 DRS zones. So it gives you a good chance to keep up safe DRS, hopefully.
Still got, we only have one man do a soft time at the minute. Mitch goes 3rd fastest, 104.4. That was a pretty decent time from him. See how Milan does. Not a time on the board yet. 105.3. I don't think that's going to make him safe whatsoever. And it's a pretty short track here, but I'm not too sure if there's enough time for 2 laps or not for Milan Massimo anymore. Not 100% sure now.
On board with Becca. Let's see, it goes in 10th with a 108.1.
He's going again.
Let's see. One board with Carl right now as he's going around turn 8. Way coming to 9. Cuts in right across the curve, nice and smooth. Let's see where's this time going to put him.
Second fastest. That was a decent time there from Carl, I must admit. He's really flexed the muscles up into 2nd place. Fatalities on outlet. Keep an eye out for him on the medium tyres as well as Mars. These 2 guys should be right up there. And Stantander, the only 3 drivers not to set a lap time yet, so they are starting to leave it a little bit late, though.
Yeah, it's see what's going to happen. He's probably just going to be 1 lap, but they'll be probably trying to get a slipstream.
We'll just keep an eye on Judd Santi, because I think he's on a lap at the moment, I'm pretty sure.
I think he's done his lap. You could went in 2nd place.
Well, it looks like he's going again.
No, I don't think he's got enough fuel.
Well, maybe he isn't, but his teammate is coming back out the pits on the medium. Oh no, he's just coming into the pits. My apologies. And Fatality. I don't know what's going on with Fatality. He hasn't actually started a lap and he hasn't invalidated, so that's a bit strange. We'll keep an eye on that. Mars is on a lap. And it says he's gone purple sector 2 at the minute. Judge Santiago's gone fastest now, Lee. So he was on a lap.
Oh.
Let's see where Mars goes. 4th fastest. Fatality is now just starting a lap, so we'll stick with Fatality. Stantan is definitely leaving it to the final few minutes to get a lap in, and he's only going to get 1 lap in by the looks of things.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of time left on the clock, so he's gonna
have to get a wriggle on, definitely. We've just seen Fatality there, coming through turn 3, and he definitely needs to improve on that 1 minute 12. And we might have just got a little bit put off by that Renault there, who was on the inside. I think he was just enough out of the way, but it might put him off into the apex. He wouldn't have been able to see it till the final couple of seconds. And it is sometimes all about luck, about where you catch people in qualifying. So he comes round turn 8 now in the final couple of corners. Got a few more comments coming in there.
let me see.
We'll just see what Fatality does across the line. As he comes around the far corner, he validates his lap time. Ooh. Oh no. I think he was on a solid lap there, but he needs to get back to the pits and put a set of soft tyres on, I think, now to make sure he gets into Q3.
Yeah, got actually a question from H. Cosworth, saying why is Dark Stomper not in Q2, qualified in 6th in Q1.
It's that qualifying glitch.
Yeah, it's
which is probably now going to glitch the lobby, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah, well, don't worry, we may have to leave your, like, at the start of the race, so that's if it does happen, but if not, then
yeah, we'll just get him to leave and then come back. Would you message him that, actually?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, they've already done that.
Oh, as he said, that's alright? No disrespect to Codemasters, but it's strange that they do all these patches, but you've got these serious glitches that have been here since day one and never been fixed, and we're 9 months into the game now. It does sort of baffle the mind a little bit.
Yeah, it's the major glitches that they're just, like, they're not... Did I get the tyres? Oh.
That is strange from Becky. We got Tim out on the track. I'm not sure. He's going very, very slow.
I think he's low on fuel.
Potentially. Seen a few drivers retire now. It's very strange. Tim is just into the pits, so I don't think he's got enough time to come out again now, so he's in a bit of danger here. So we've got Fatality coming out. Stantan still hasn't come out, unfortunately.
Let's see, Fatality, I think he's the only one out on track. Or is anyone in Pink Spartan or Panda coming out? Nope, doesn't look like it.
It's strange we're not seeing more drivers come out. unless our clock is just a little bit off again. We'll just wait a second because sometimes that does happen.
Oh,
So we're just waiting to see if any other drivers come out. This is somewhat strange. We've only seen one driver out on track. We've just seen Fatality come around to start a lap now. And this is his final attempt, and he's now going to have to qualify into the top 10 on the soft tyres. He doesn't have a choice anymore. And he's going to make this one count. He technically has enough time to do another lap, but I wouldn't advise doing 2 laps on the soft tyres into Q3. Yeah, we've got someone else on an out lap. We've got Carl on an out lap, but that is pretty much it. So it's very odd.
sorry, I was just reading the apartment Stanpan had some Wi-Fi issues, but he's back now. He got it sorted, but he's not. He wasn't going out. He's just starting 14th.
Well, that looks like the order's pretty much set. If Fatality goes through, he does fastest. So he will be safe. Knocks Pink Spartan down to 11th place. So he was probably thinking he was going to be in. But he's going to start on the fresh tyres. But I thought I might be a Williams. 2 Williams into Q3. And that is the end of qualifying. The only guy we have out on track is Fatality. And now he's on a outlap. So we're just about to go to Q3 now.
One thing I wouldn't be advising him to be doing it was in lap.
So yeah.
It's one thing I wouldn't be advising Fatality of doing. He's kind of still going a wee bit hard on them.
Yeah, he is a little bit. He can just take his time, really. I would have. Let's see if he comes into the pits or not. He does. So that is the end of Q2, and that's very interesting on tyre strategies, Lee.
Yeah, only 2 people on the softs.
Yeah,
Fatality.
Yeah, so top 3 is Fatality, Judsanti, and Veloce. We've got Pink Spartan. I'm a bit worried the timer hasn't started. Can we find out who's causing the issue and ask them to leave? Sorry guys, just bear with us 2 seconds. Oh, autocorrect. Sorry guys, we'll just be with you in a second.
So that's Mitch and Becca.
Yeah. Sorry guys, just having a couple of technical issues. So the timer has now started going. So we'll talk about the last 4 out of this session, which was Pink Spartan, Beckett, Milan Massimo and Stantan, who didn't set a time.
I've got to say, I think Pink Spartan will be a little bit happy that he's starting in 11th, because considering the fact that he was on 4 grappled mediums, so it was either that or start on the softs. I think sometimes that could be a good compromise.
Would you invite? Sorry, Lee. Would you invite Mitch, please?
Yeah, that's no worries at all.
Thank you. So now we're into Q3. So we've got 2 Renaults and 2 McLarens. We almost had 2 Williamses as well. And we got H. Bosworth up into the top 10 once again. So now he's consistently getting into the top 10 in qualifying, which is nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, it is always good when you're constantly up there, consistently. I mean, myself, I'm not that most consistent sometimes in qualifying, fair to say. But yeah, the better you are at getting up there to the top, the better chance you've got in the rest.
Definitely, but Austria is a bit of a strange one. Anything can kind of happen in Austria. So we've got a few of the drivers coming out. We've got McLaren Racing Point and McLaren, and then the two. Oh, sorry, we've got 2 Alpha Tauris into the top 10 as well, which is nice to see. We've got a few teammates in together there. Three doubles in.
Oh, it's not bad then.
No,
You'll
definitely
be
not.
hoping to pick up some good points for the team.
It'll be interesting to see the battles between them.
Sorry, could I just ask quickly, was Beckett needing an invite again?
Just invite him just in case, if that's all right.
Cool.
So we're waiting to see the first man to start a lap, and it's Tim to start a lap, and he just comes to cross the line now. Coming up the small hill up towards turn 1, the louder curve as he comes round turn 1. Nice exit for the Dutchman. Coming up towards turn 2, this little tiny kink here, and now on heavy braking zone of turn 3. Make sure that you clip the apex and don't get too much on that curve. You will lose traction on your exit as he comes down the hill now to turn 4. There is some serious elevation here at the Red Bull Ring. Big lock up for him there, as you can see the right front locking up into turn 4, round turn 5, and back into this quick section of the track. Turn 6, turn 7 and turn 8. So around turn 7 now. Make sure to open up the corner on the entry to give yourself the most apex speeds. He's going to come around turn 9 now. These 2 seriously quick corners. This one quicker than the last. So he comes round the final corner now and onto the start finish. Opening the DRS. Where's it going to put him in the timings? 103.5. A 104.3 for H. Bosworth, a 103.4 for his teammates, so 1/10 between the McLarens. Carl doing a 103.5 also. These times very, very close. 103.9 for Judd Santi. And we've got a Renault coming across the line now. Veloce's invalidated his first lap time. I'm not sure if he's going again. We'll just double check with the telemetries. He is having another go. We've got Mars on a lap, who will be the next man to cross the line, and I think Fatality is on an outlap. So we'll just wait and see what happens here, Lee. Very close times though with these top 3 at the minute.
Oh yeah, it's separated by 1. That's mental, to be honest. Make that the top 4, I guess.
Make that the top 4. Exactly the same time between Bazaboy, but Bazaboy's not going to be happy about that because he set the time first, and unfortunately he hasn't taken pole position, which is a bit of a backwards rule in the game, but I suppose that's the rule of the game. We've got Mars I think he's going again, Lee. Veloce goes fastest. A 103.2 for the Renault. A Renault 1-2, a McLaren 3-4. All Renault engine cars are in the top 4 at the minute.
And then an Alpha Tauri 5-6.
This is really really interesting. Here, it's not very. Don't see this very often in league racing. We have to admit. Obviously, you do see it in real life more often than you would think, actually. But we're just seeing Mitch. He's not on a lap. Got fatality on the lap. Let's see if the Ferrari man can split any of these teammates apart. I'm pretty sure he will. Not with a big kick of oversteer like that. Goes second fastest. 102.51, Lee. And I think he would have been pole position without that mistake.
That's unfortunate, but he's still got another chance to improve on that.
This top 6, Lee. I am looking forward to this race. I do have to admit, we're going to see Panda coming around the final corner. Let's see if he can also upset this order and get himself into the top 6. He doesn't. 8th fastest, a 104, dead for Panda.
That's a bit unfortunate because I know that you've done a lot of laps around here for practicing, so but you've still got another chance, just like Fatality and all the rest of them.
Sorry mate, I just saw something on Discord. Just bear me a second, I just need to cough. That's better. And we're just going to wait now for some of these drivers to come back into the pit and come back out again for their final laps. We're seeing Mitch coming round into the pits. So we're just going to wait for him to put on. They're all pretty much going to put new sets on the tyres, or on the cars, and we will see them in action again in a minute or two's time, or start to at least.
Let's see who's just going for. So we've got Mars on all. He'll be on a lap first. He's just heading down to turn 4 at the moment. So I'm going to stay on board with him and see how things go. See if he can improve on his time and possibly get that pole position that he wants.
So we're just seeing these drivers come round. We're seeing Veloce start his lap. He didn't invalidate. That was very lucky from the Renault man. He did go all 4 wheels off the track, but the game didn't determine that he gained any time. He takes a nice wide line into turn 3. Probably not the best apex there, and he's probably lost himself a little bit of time. We've got his teammate also on a lap, Mars. He's actually going to be first. We'll stick with him for the minute.
And it does 103.120. That is quick.
That was very quick from Mars, and it's so close now between the top 3, and we've still obviously got some guys to
Bosworth there going wide at turn 1, getting on the curve and just kind of bellied out on him, and he just messed up his lap completely. That's not gonna be what he's wanting.
Lee, would you do me a favour? Would you just message Cons and ask him about why he's gonna do something? I just don't really want to say on the stream. Would you just talk to him about it?
No worries.
So we're just waiting for some of these drivers to come out. Sometimes our clocks are not in sync. We've got one. Bazaboy has just left the pits, closely followed by his teammate Tim. And these drivers are still going to be fighting for pole position or the front row. We've got Bosworth, who's crossed the line. He's just starting his lap again now, so he obviously didn't think that first lap was going to gain him any time at all. Also got Mitch just starting a lap by the looks of things. I already know the issue, by the way, and I've got an opinion on it.
Okay.
Just to let you know. I think you know what my opinion is. Just that he still should, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, I am back. Sorry about that, guys. We've got some of these drivers just starting. That's Fatality has just gone second, a 103.1, very close to Mars's time. Really nothing separating those two drivers. I think we've got a McLaren coming round the final corner. Bazaboy goes fourth fastestly. Tim is now the next man to come round the final corner. It's going to be followed by a Williams in a second. 103.3 to beat 5 to beat 105.3.4, so he goes fifth at the moment. Got the Williams who's coming into the pitch. Judge Santi has finished. We've got Carl now coming round the final corner, and Veloce close behind him. Goes fastest!
Oh.
And that is it. Veloce is on pole position by next to nothing, Lee.
11 thousandths of a second.
That is pretty awesome from the from the Renault duo there.
Yep, I've got to agree there. Don't think we've seen a Renault front row walkout since what, 2006.
But we have seen it in Austria. We've had our first, I think this is officially our first front row lockout in LFR, and it was done by the Renault team on Tuesday night. And it was a pretty impressive time. So on pole position, and our championship leader, crucially, is Veloce Ayub with a 103.1, an absolute storming time. And by 11 thousandths of a second behind was Mars in the Renault, also with a 103.120, 103.193 for Fatality. In the Ferrari, Bazaboy is in fourth with the McLaren. Fifth is Carl. Sixth is Tim. Seventh is King. H. Bodworth is eighth. Ninth is Mitch. And Judge Santi is 10th. And we're just about to get into the race now. So we're rumoured to have a bit of rain potentially at the end of this session.
Could you just give me 2 moments, please?
Yeah. So it is a cloudy day in Austria. As I said, we've got 19 drivers. Potentially this could be a reset, because sometimes the glitch does happen with people joining late in qualifying, which is why sometimes we don't usually allow people to join in qualifying. But we did think the glitch might have been fixed, but we'll just have to wait and see. Got about 20 seconds until the formation lap. I think we're just hearing Lee coming back now, as we're just waiting for the drivers to ready up on the grid.
Sorry about that.
That's alright. So we've got away well on the formation lap, Lee, so that's one part of it done.
Yeah, I mean...
Dark Stomper, he's been dropped to 19th.
Yeah, it does that. It drops you right to the back of the grid, the qualifying glitch, unfortunately. But I reckon you'll have a good race.
We'll have to see. It'll be interesting to see Dark Stomper coming from the back of the grid now. This is last to first challenge. Sorry, from the Haas man. And it's not looking good for the Haas drivers, 17th and 19th. And have we sorted out cons, Lee?
It's not applied to me yet. Let's see the tyre strategies. In third place fatality on the softs.
I've seen two drivers be disqualified. I think it got a little bit close towards the end. Yeah, sorry, tyre strategies.
Yeah, so in the top 10, it's only Judge Santi in 10 on the softs, and fatality in third. All the rest are on mediums. And then you've got Dark Stomper on the hard compound at the back of the grid.
Very interesting indeed. So, as I said, we'll just see if we can get underway. We'll keep our fingers crossed as we're just seeing the guys form up on the grid. We will find out in a second or two's time. Oh, we're looking good. We do usually have a pause though. I don't think we'll get away when you think we will. And we're away in Tuesday night racing at the Austrian Grand Prix, and Veloce has got a good start, but Mars is also, and they're going to go side by side into turn one, and Mars takes the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. And fatality, there has been an incident at the back of the field.
Oh!
Big incident, safety car has been deployed. Not too sure what's happened there.
I've seen just like a lot of front wing just go flying up in the air.
Oh, 5-second penalties galore for people for moving under. Oh.
Trying to see who has damage and who hasn't. We've seen Milan, who's got damage. So is Drismet. Ferret as well. And Beckett.
Should we do a restart, Lee? Because there's a lot of people with a lot of penalties.
It's up to yourself.
I think we'll do a restart, just because of the penalties for people. Too sure. Have you put a message out yet, Lee, or not?
Then
no, don't send it yet. I'm just having to think.
I think we should
Just yeah, true. I think we'll just yeah, we'll just stick with it actually, guys, and we'll just see how we get on it. It's just a bit. It's one of those situations with these 5-second penalties. It's only Phoenix actually that's now in trouble with another 5 seconds. We'll just see if he may want to appeal it at the end of the race. So we're on lap 2 now of the Austrian Grand Prix with a safety car at the moment. We'll just get back to the tyre status. Dark Stomperly up into 12th already.
Oh. And he's on the hard compound as well.
He is, so he's had a dream start so far.
Under at the start, like trying to get the temperature. Oh, you see Phoenix lock up into top 4. I mean, that's one thing you don't want to do is be wrecking your tyre if he does so at this moment in time. But plenty of time to catch up to the pack.
So we're going to definitely have, probably going to have one more lap under the safety car. I'm not sure if Drismick's going to be able to catch up. We do hope he can before the end of lap 3. We have still got 19 drivers in this race, so it's obviously a big collision at turn 1, but it was just front wing loss galore.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just one of these things that happen. Somebody misjudges something, or somebody moves because of something else, and then it just ends up as a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately happens by the looks of things.
Well, it looks like Drismick is going to be able to catch up. Interesting thing there from Drismick. Mercedes, car number 22. Matty Bott, Mercedes, car number 22. A little fun fact for you there. Monday night and Tuesday night Mercedes drivers driving with the same number. As I think we probably will see safety car in this lap, and we do have safety car in this lap. As I didn't think it came up on our screens, but the safety car lights have gone out. So we are going to get racing again onto lap 4 with Mars leading the pack away from his teammate. And it's going to be interesting to see from the teammates, because obviously they really do not want to hit each other in this situation. They're gaining maximum points for Renault at the minute in the fight against Haas, and Haas at the moment 11th and 12th, and they are away, and Mars gets a pretty good start away from Veloce as they come up the hill towards turn 1. And they're all seeming to get through all right there. We didn't have any overtakes into turn 1, surprisingly. Milan Massimo going wide through turn 1, and Mars already up at turn 3, so there was a bit of a gap there between a lot of those drivers there. As we're seeing a battle between Cons and Dark Stomper, and Dark Stomper is now up into 11th place.
Big lock up at the front 4 there.
Stanton and Tim are going to fight round turn 6, and Stanton has been spun round, and just had a feeling that might happen as he comes back onto the circuit. And we've got Phoenix attacking the back of Ferret here. There's a big bunch up in these drivers, and there's a big collision there. Milan has been spun round. I'm not sure what happened there. Cons YT, 3-second time penalty. And the two leaders, Lee, are very, very close together. DRS has not been enabled yet. There are 3. That was a little bit scary between those guys. Got Cons having a go at Judge Santi here, having a look into turn 4, but nothing doing as of yet.
Oh, he pushes him a wee bit off. But he manages to make the move stick. That's Stanton up 17.
He is up in 17th. Dark Stomper is now into the point and trying to fight Tim. Trying to catch up to the back of Tim. Mitch is in 8th place. We've got a spinner. We've got Phoenix out. Safety car has been deployed again. And who was that with?
I think that was, I'm not sure, but it could have been with Sarah. I'm not sure. I think Phoenix just got close to the back of him. And yeah, just lost traction unfortunately. I didn't catch it all, to be honest. That's unfortunate. So the Rhino team's still up in the lead at the moment, but Bazaboy at the moment has got the fastest lap. You still there, bro?
Yeah, sorry, I was just on Discord there. So see Bazaboy and Fatality, Fatality into the pits. Probably a wise decision as he was on the soft tyres. Fixing the tyre penalty, multiple warnings from Comms YT. Very strange to be getting that under the safety car.
Yeah, it is. I mean, don't really want to be going off track really during the safety cars. The worst time you could be doing it. Really, sometimes it could be stricter than normal, just to be like a 5-second time penalty. So at the moment, only 2 people on the hard tyres is Dark Stomper, who's up in 8th place from 19th on the grid.
Which is pretty impressive. Retired from the session. What's going on?
I have no idea. That was at the final DRS strike. Between 3 and 4.
Yeah. Very strange.
Give me a moment, I'll go and
investigate.
Yeah, I'll go and try and find out.
Yeah, I'm getting a picture of it now, yeah.
Yep. I'm starting to understand what happened now.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
He's Stanton's into the pits and just coming out now.
So we're just waiting for the end of this safety car. I think it'll probably happen at the end of this lap. Maybe not, actually. I think we're going to have another lap of this. So we've lost 2 drivers in this race. We're now down to 17 runners. I'm not too sure. Is the safety car on this lap? No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not good enough yet.
So we've still got a Renault 1-2 at the moment.
Oh, you see Frank Spartan just came into the pack.
That's fine, that's going to fit in. What's he going to go on? Is he going to go on to the hard tyres, potentially? No, he's going back onto the softs again. He's going to go all the way down to last place. Very strange decision there from the Canadian. What's he taking his probably one of his favourite drivers' seats actually.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, my mind just went blank there for a minute. Ooh, stand on AI. Be careful. So it should be safety car in this lap, I'm guessing. Yep, just as I said.
Brilliant. So safety car is in this lap. We're going to get racing again on lap 10 of 36, and the leader is still Mars, so he's going to have to do another safety car restart here.
So let's see if he can manage to get a good getaway.
Just staying with him now. We've got Ferret and Drismic changing positions there. I think Mars has gone. He has. He's just coming around the final corner now. Don't think he's got such a good getaway as he did last time. And Bazaboy is going to have a look on Veloce into the Lauda curve, and Veloce moves over to the left. And Bazaboy, I think, instinctively knew he was going to do that. And we're going to see these drivers, a McLaren Renault, battle into turn 3. I think he's just a little bit too far back at the minute. Judd Santi, there's a few. Oh, it's 3 wide into turn 3, and fatality, and Milan Massimo. This is all going on at the back of the field.
Finn just made it 2 positions there.
What a good move.
Oh, as you see, there's making fatality.
And fatality.
Makes it 20.4, nice.
H. Bosworth is up to 5th place. We've got Pink Spartan fighting with Milan Massimo, and Milan Massimo's been spun round, and he's on to the grass, but I think he's just about saved it. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to catch up with the pack. It is possible still. Got Stantan, who's fallen back again a little bit. We've got wing damage again. He's really not Stantan's race at the moment. And we've still got Mars in the lead of this race. We've got Ferret, who's had an incident again. And we've got 3 drivers going up to turn 3 again, Lee. This is becoming a bit bonkers after the safety car restarts. 3 wide into turn 3, and Pink Spartan has got the inside line, but fatality gets the move done. I think that was 2 places in 1 corner.
That puts him up to 12th position. He's on the hard compounds as well, so gotta say, hats off to him.
Oh, Dark Stomper up to 5th. This has been a superb drive. Tim is going past Cons YT, and he gets the move done and moves Cons down into 10th place. And Pink and King Panda is looking to make a move on Cons as well, but nothing doing just there for the Williams driver. DRS is now enabled, and we're going to see if Veloce can have a go. He saved all his battery as well as Mars. They're very similar on the battery power at the minute, and we're going to see if Veloce's going to have a go. I think he's a little bit too far back at the minute. Dark Somper is in sight of that 1st place on the hard tyres, and round about now his tyres are going to be becoming the prime tyres between these front runners. Tim making another move on Judd Santi before the braking zone, and he moves over a little bit on Judd. That is sometimes it's a little bit sketchy doing that, I think, Lee.
Yeah, 2 seconds, sorry, I'm just... There's just so many battles going on at the moment.
There is. It is a little bit hectic at the minute. 2 tenths separate the top two, Lee. I think we should stick with the front runners at the minute and see how they do. The top three separated by just over a second. We'll see if any of them starts to make an attack. And Tim making another move. He's fighting his way up, goes down the inside of Mitch into turn one, and now he's going to have a go at H. Bosworth. McLaren versus Racing Point. He touches the back of the McLaren Racing Point. It's all going on there. I can't keep up with my words. Into turn three. Pink Spartan making a move on Fatality as well. They're going to go side by side into turn three, and Fatality round the outside gets the move done. Cons goes past Panda, and it looks like Panda's fighting back again with no DRS. Full Cons, he's going to struggle on the straight line speed. Less than a second separates the top three at the minute, Lee.
Honestly, it's mad.
Well, you did tell me earlier on it was going to be a good race, and you were excited for it. And at the moment, after these safety cars, it's seeming to starting to hotten up a little bit, and we're just. Well,
I think he just got one as well.
Still got Carl breathing down these drivers' necks as well, Lee, for the top. There's a four-way battle for the lead at the minute. Is Veloce going to have a go this time? He doesn't. He might want to have a go into turn four. He's biding his time. Ferret moves down the field again into 18th place. 16th place, sorry. 15th place for Malamissimo Cons. Yeah. Go on, Lee.
They're battling back and forward. Is Cons going to go for the move? No, he doesn't get the speed. As Fatality has the DRS.
Tim is up into 5th place and past Dark Stomper, but that's not a surprise seeing as the Kaya compound differences. And we're just going to see how far Tim can go. He's pushing an aggressive strategy now. I'm not too sure what his plan is. Maybe it's another soft stint afterwards, Lee.
Possibly, I mean...
Judd Santi.
It's possible.
Judd Santi into the pits. Oh, sorry. Mitch into the pits, and is that a front wing change? It is a front wing change, so he's had a bit of contact with someone. Mars is still in the lead of this race. Milan Racimo now moves up to 14th, and DXT Ferret moves up to 15th. Stantank coming around the final couple of corners. Yellow flag. And Cons YT has been spun round, and he needs to be careful as Milan Massimo's coming up the hill now. And luckily just gets out the way. Judd Santi and Panda fighting for 8th place, and Panda gets through. The reserve driver for Williams tonight having a pretty decent performance, and Fatality is really trying to move up the pack as well in the Ferrari.
You see, I think he gets a 3-second time penalty. He's not going to be wanting that. That's how it goes. Basel Boy Carl and that's bumper after him right now.
These drivers at the front of the pack, they are really
they're really sticking together.
Yeah, they really are. All the way up to Dark Stomper. This potentially is a 6-way fight for the lead of this race, or the race win.
He's making a move on Carl. Up on 2.
Gets the move done. But is Carroll going to have DRS? Fatality is making an overtake. It looks like they're going to go 3 wide into turn 3 again. And Fatality just getting a little bit of a wiggle on the exit. And Panda is fighting back. This reserve driver is really putting his stamp on Tuesday night racing at the minute. Fighting with one of the front runners, usually a Fatality. And they're going side by side through turn 4. And he gets straddled up onto the curb, does Panda, and he loses out to Fatality there. 1/10 now separating second and third. I think this is where these guys are going to start flexing their muscles in a minute. Fatality still not using a lot of grip. There's a William. Is that a Williams? Just there's a driver who's, I think it was Drismic. A Pink Spartan is now Pink Spartan, sorry, doing Crofty there. Panda is into the pits. Josanti is now up to 8th, and Pink Spartan having a look, but nothing doing. And Veloce is going to go for the lead, and he takes the lead, but Mars is going to fight back, and Mars gets better traction out of turn 3 and has made the move back on him again. Some of these drivers now coming into the pits. It looks like it's going to be a fight out the pit lane, Lee. It is. Panda is just ahead of Stantan, but Stantan is going to have a go at an overtake, and he has got the move done before turn 3, and he is now up to 14th. Mitch and DXT Ferret are having a battle now for 12th place.
He's on the outside for this one.
Oh, and Ferret goes deep, and he goes off the track, and I think he's going to be able to keep it in a straight line, but he's just gone a little bit too deep there into the corner. Another yellow flag, and that is of course DXT Ferret causing that incident. There's a fight for 3rd between the McLarens, and Bazaboy he's got squeezed out by Tim. He's not going to be happy about that. Pink Spartan and Judd Santi. All the action's going on here, Lee. It's as good as last Monday.
I mean, it's just hectic, to be honest. I'm really having a hard time.
Virtual safety car has been deployed. Cons YT is onto the grass. I didn't know Haas did lawnmowers. As I've got a sneaking suspicion that Cons may be retiring from this race now. Loss of front wing. I wouldn't blame him at this point. Retired from the session is DXT Ferret.
Oh, and did you see Bazaboy's into the pit? Now,
would you message Gaz, please?
Copy that.
Because I think he's just, you know.
Yep.
So we're just waiting to get underway again, and we have got underway again with Tim now looking for the lead. It's three-way fight. Veloce goes down the inside on Mars. It's a Renault fighting for the lead, both of them with McLaren just behind it. He cuts just in front of Tim. That was a bit sketchy from Mars there, but Veloce is now in the lead of this race. And Tim goes down the inside. Oh, they go side by side through turn 8, and now Tim is into the pits.
Right, yeah. Just as expected, one of the mediums will be a way to take them to the end.
A lot of these drivers are now starting to pit. The clouds are starting to come in, Lee. Are we going to have some rain coming soon?
I think so. I mean, somebody did say that in the chat. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. That could be possible. Why? Oh.
Keep an eye out now, guys. These clouds are coming off those hills, as you see from the back of Stantan's Alfa Romeo. So we may see some rain in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and that will really mix up the order. Dark Stomper now into 3rd, and his tyres are going to be the prime ones. 20 lap old hards, 20 lap old mediums for the front 2. Cons YT has now left the session as well. We're going to see if Dark Stomper's going to take second place. Not just yet, he was a little bit too far back. The field is just starting to spread out a little bit, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's Stomper's plan here is, I mean, the rain will probably start in like 10 minutes time, so he's hoping the mediums will be off by then. By the looks of things.
Got an overtake with Milan Massimo. No, was it Milan Massimo? No, it wasn't, sorry, it was Mitch and Stantam. And Stantam's now moved up to 12th place. Tim is fighting with Judd Santi, and he's just been squeezed out through the final corner. A bit sketchy to go through the final corner. Dark Stomper now up to 2nd place, and he's going to be hunting down Veloce for the lead. And Tim has overtaken Judd Santi now, and Bazaboy is not too far behind on the hard tyres. I think he's thinking there's not going to be any rain coming.
I think in all honesty, the mediums would have been a better choice, but I'm not sure they might have been already on the mediums. I can't remember.
Are we going to see Veloce coming into the pits? Not yet. Mars? Not yet. Is Carl going to come into the pits? He's been hunted down by Fatality now, and Carl is not coming into the pits. I think we're going to see a move about to take place for Fatality now, and he is, and it was easy pickings for the Ferrari driver. It's like taking candy off a baby, that was, against the AlphaTauri of Carl. But Carl's still running in a good position in 5th place.
But Carl is coming back. He's got DRS now. He's not wanting to go for it yet. Best wait until turn 4.
Pink Spartan and H. Bosworth are having an exchange here, as well as the two Judd Santi and Bazaboy now trying to get past the AlphaTauri. His teammate did it a few moments ago, and now Bazaboy looks like he's going to get past, but Judd has got the inside line for turn 4, so he's going to try and fight this. And they make a little bit of contact. He gets squeezed to the outside, but Bazaboy has got the move at the moment, and they're going to come around turn 6 now. Dark Stomper is down in... Veloce is now down to 2nd. He is pit. Mars is now going to have to go a little bit longer. Tim has just got past H. Bosworth, and he's got Pink Spartan who's just come into the pit. So Tim has now moved up to 6th place. And we're not sure when this weather is going to come in.
Still dry at the moment.
It is still dry. And then Bazaboy is just neck and neck with Veloce. Veloce came out of the pits. They are wheel to wheel. There was nothing more than an inch or two between the drivers, and he goes down the inside. Veloce, he needed that move done pretty quickly.
Yeah, he needed to get back uphill. Quick.
Drismic and Milan are fighting. Oh no, sorry. Milan is just coming out of the pits. Big kick of oversteer from the Red Bull driver. And Mitch is past Stantan. All the action's starting to happen again. We had a cool down of about 3 or 4 laps. Stantan's going to have a look to the inside, looks to the outside. Don't know where to go. There's a bit of moving there from Mitch. And on the straight.
You see Ayub mix up another move on here.
And it is starting to rain with about 10 laps to go. 11 laps to go when we cross the line, and Dark Stomper's looking in a really tidy position here, starting from last on the grid. Stantan has been spun round again.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Bazaboy is up to 7th. Veloce is on those soft tyres, but is it going to start to become intermediate conditions, intermediates for Judd Santi? He's already pulled the plug, and he's done it already. So let's see if he catches up to the pack. This could be a make or break decision for Judd Santi. There's a fight here for 4th place. Tim is through. We got yellow flags, got Stantan. Oh, he's got to be careful. Oh no! Well, that, guys, is not what we want to see. Safety car has been deployed. That's a great shame, Lee.
Yeah, that is. I've seen that coming.
I saw it coming as well. That's why I didn't say anything. You need to message Stantan, I think, ASAP. We'll talk about that after the race anyway. Just let him know that, you know. Everyone is in the pits. There's intermediate tyres going on. We've only got 13 drivers left. Unfortunately, Veloce, our championship leader, is going to score no points in this race. And Dark Stomper is in first place. He's still on the hard tyres. He has to pit. He hasn't pit yet. But is it intermediate conditions, Lee? Or is it still on the crossover? Because if it's still on the crossover and it stays like this, potentially softs are going to be faster. And we're going to see what Dark Stomper does here as he comes into the pit lane. And Fatality will follow. But this could be a win for Dark Stomper going on here. This could be the drive of the season.
I mean, I'm speechless at the moment. I mean,
intermediate tyres for the Haas driver, intermediate tyres for the Ferrari driver, and they are all into pits. Bazaboy into the pits. Pink Spartan is still on the mediums. Milan Massimo probably thinks he's got nothing to lose on the soft tyres.
Maros does it. Yep, he makes it up to second place.
So Dark Stomper is looking pretty comfortable, but it isn't over yet, not by any means. Bazaboy into the pits as well, comes out just ahead of Pink Spartan. He needed that. Into the pits, Milan Massimo onto the intermediate tyres. It's going to move him right down the order. Might put him last potentially, and it will put him. It may put him last. He's just leaving the pit lane now. No, it's going to put him second last. Just a minute. Will be in last place.
We'll see where at the moment. He's on the DRS, like on turn 4.
He is about to come up to turn 4. We're going to have another lap of the safety car. The question is, how heavy is this rain going to get? Are we going to see another pit stop before the end of this race? Pink Spartan into the pits. He knew he made the wrong call there. Potentially might not come out last. We'll have to see. Is the last pit box. So we'll see where he comes out. I'm pretty sure he's not going to come out last. What? Sorry, it looked like wet tyres there. Intermediates for Pink Spartan, and he's not going to be in last place. His teammate is just about to go through. This is going to be close between those two. King Panda is through. 10th and 11th for the reserve drivers at the moment.
Got to say, Dark Stomper has driven a brilliant race. So
spectacular race from Dark Stomper indeed, and commiserations to Veloce Ayub. He was racing a commanding race, I have to admit. There probably would have been a 3 or 4, it's still going to be a 3 or 4 5-way battle for the lead here, Lee, because all these 5 drivers at the front have got the pace to win.
oh yeah, definitely, I've got to agree there.
And this is some of these drivers, we've not seen them in the wet before, so this is going to be very interesting to see. I'm pretty sure safety car is going to be in this lap. It is in this lap. 5-second penalty for Pink Spartan causing a severe collision. So we'll see when does Dark Stomper go? He's going to have to be extra careful with going here. Drismic and Milan having an incident under the safety car. Guys, you need to be a bit more careful. Drismic has been spun round now. And they are away anyway. And Dark Stomper gets a pretty good start away from Mars. And we'll see what these guys can do. Tim may have a look to have a move on his teammate in the McLaren. Milan Massimo has left the session down to 12 drivers now. As nothing done as of yet. Mitch, Carl is falling down. Sorry, Lee.
No, it's the battle I was on about. It was Judge Santi, Mitch and Carl all fighting it out there.
7th place. The front three have just created a tiny bit of breathing room halfway through this lap. When we cross the line, I think we're going to have 7 laps to go in this Austrian Grand Prix. Milan Massimo has left the session. Dark Stomper coming around the final corner. Mars, 3-second time penalty. We're going to have a look at the penalty situation, I think, Lee.
That's a really quick quote.
3 seconds for the front two.
Yeah, a couple miles on Stomper, 3 seconds for Bazaboy and 4. Sorry?
Yeah, I'm looking at it as well, carry on.
Mitch, 6 seconds, who's in 7th place right now.
On the Alpha Tauri, sorry, yeah, the Alpha Tauris are fighting for 8th place, and Judge Santi has made up a place and a move on Carl. But Carl is going to fight back down the inside of turn 4, and they are very, very close. Don't want to hit each other. They're getting half decent points for Alpha Tauri in a minute, but the team winning out the most at the minute, and the McLaren duo of Bazaboy and Tim. I think these are the teammates to beat this season, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to be working well together at least. They're not trying to battle each other, they're just keeping it at a steady pace.
They are seeming to keep it at a pretty steady pace. These top 5 are still not separated by too much. It only needs a little mistake from one of these drivers. But I don't think many. They're all sort of starting to spread out a little bit. I think the mindset is as well is they don't use all their battery that they can use, because obviously in the wet it does charge up a little bit faster than it does in the dry, and I think people forget about that as you've got the gearbox glitch from the Renault of Mars there. Fatality. He's still in 3rd, but he's looking pretty comfortable at the minute, Lee. He's in net winner at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's looking like the winner up to now, but hey, we never know. There's still 5 laps to go.
There is indeed 5 laps to go. Bazaboy and Tim are a little bit closer than they have been in previous laps. H. Bosworth has been spun round by Mitch.
No, you just got in the power too quick, I think.
It looked like, I thought Mitch was involved in that. Apologies to Mitch if that was the case. That is unfortunate for Bosworth. He was in a really good position. He's got Drismic about to overtake him as well. He needs to be extra careful here. That was very close between the back two, sorry, and Drismic is now through into 11th place. This could come down to the last 1 or 2 laps there. I think these guys are just saving it to the very end.
Yeah,
the rain is getting worse, mind. Every lap it's getting worse and worse. And this is going to be a struggle for these Inters at the end, because I'm not sure if they're even going to, if they even can really pit now. As Dark Stomper is still in the lead, and he's looking pretty comfortable. Fatality though It's got a time penalty.
Ooh,
Just as I went on board with him. Yeah.
Dark Stomper's going to be laughing now. Pretty much all he needs to do is just keep the lead. And he's not got
Fatality's going to be kicking himself. This has got to be the time now where Tim attacks if he's going to get any chance of a podium now. He's really close to his teammate. I think is he going to have a look into turn 3? Fatality is very close to the back of Mars now. He's got to get these moves done now. And he knows it. And Dark Stomper is just starting to pull away from these 4 drivers. It looks like this could be the drive of the season. Not in Tuesday night racing, maybe potentially the drive of the season. But LFR itself, Lee.
I mean, I think the range of lightning, but I'm not sure. Look on my screen.
Dark Stomper is just about to come on to his third to final lap of this Austrian Grand Prix, and I'm gonna hazard a guess he might take the championship lead now after this race, as Veloce is not going to score any points. A big loss for the Renault driver. And these are top 4 not separated, or sorry, second to 5th are not separated by very much whatsoever, and they need to get these overtakes done very soon. And I think Fatality, yeah, go on Lee.
Fatality's just like constantly on the gearbox of Mars. So I'm expecting to see it and move done in the next lap or 2.
Sorry Lee, Carls and Judd are fighting for 8th again. Carl's trying to fight back on his teammate, and these guys have been sort of magnets to each other the last half a dozen laps or so.
I mean, in all honesty, I think it would be better if we just work together and catch up, get ahead on the penalties, because it is possible for them to skip up and cut the losses, hopefully.
Carl was just having a look down the inside. We'll go back to the front runners as we've got 2 laps to go. This is it now. This is crunch time. Dark Stomper is very comfortably in the lead and looking like he potentially is going to win this race if he doesn't make a mistake, of course. Mars, he's got Fatality right on the back of him now. He's going to start feeling the pressure of that scarlet red Ferrari. Judge Santi and Carl are fighting again. They really want this. Oh, there's been an instant between the 2 of them.
Oh, that is not good.
Teammates. Number 1 rule in racing, do not hit your teammate. The 2 reserves 7th and 8th now, doing a good job for Williams, picking them up some good points.
Yeah, I mean, that's alright. But Pink's has got a lot of penalties. He's got 19 seconds here.
Yeah, 19 seconds, so he's going to drop out the points for sure. 7 tenths of a second, 6 tenths of a second. This is going to go to a final lap shootout now, Lee, I'm pretty sure. Bazzaboy's got a full battery to deploy. He's going to have to start using it now. And let's just see what happens. Yellow flag on the start finish, but we're going to keep an eye on this. And I don't think any of these guys are going to make any overtakes into the final couple of corners. They're still staying the same position as they were. Fatality is close once again. And I don't think any of these guys are going to make any overtakes in the last couple of laps. They just couldn't deal with these wet conditions. But we are seeing Dark Stomper come round the penultimate corner. And round the final corner, he has been formidable. He has been the force today. Dark Stomper wins the Austrian Grand Prix from back of the grid. What a race win from the Haas driver. Mars comes in second place. Fatality in third, fourth and fifth for the McLaren duo. Sixth place for Mitch as he crosses the line. King Panda comes in sixth place, seventh. Mitch is dropping down the... it's all getting confusing here with the standings. Sixth place for Mitch, seventh for Panda, eighth and ninth for Santi and Carl, not having the best last few laps. Pink Spartan down in 10th, and I think he's going to keep that 10th position as Drismic crosses the line to finish the Austrian Grand Prix. So we see if any of these chaps want interviews.
Yep, no worries.
So that was definitely a race to be remembered, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, it had its ups, it had its downs. I mean, there were a few moments in there where you were kind of, don't even know the words to describe it, to be honest, but yeah, there were times where it was just incredible battling. What did you think of it?
It was a spectacular race. Sorry, we'll just go through the order very, very quickly. Dark Stomper won the race, of course. Mars in second. Fatality was in third. Fourth was Bazzaboy. Tim was in fifth. Sixth was Mitch. Seventh was Panda. Eighth was Just Santi. Carl was in ninth, and the Pink Spartan rounded out the top 10. Sorry, I couldn't get everyone finished there. And just Mick and H Bosworth, of course, the last two drivers to finish the race. So these guys wanting an interview?
Could you get Fatality in, please?
Yeah, sure. Just bear with us 1 second, guys. So it's Fatality in Mars, isn't it? Just trying to find him. Welcome, guys. Just make sure your mic settings all correct. Just waiting for one more driver. Welcome. Just make sure your mics are all in check so everyone can hear you guys on the stream. So we'll start with third place, which was Fatality, wasn't it? It's such a hectic race. Fatality, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah.
Well done, mate, on your third place.
Thank you.
How did you feel that race went for you?
I don't know. After the second safety car, I called in the weather report, and Jeff said no rain expected, and I was like, okay, then I go for the hard. Went out quite well in the end, but it still rained, and Dark Stomper just had insane pace in the rain. Like in Britain, he already had insane pace in the rain. So I tried to keep in 3 second window because he had a penalty. And then got a penalty myself because I needed to get past Mars, which was almost impossible around this track. Yeah, so it was a great race after all. Had some insane battles in the midfield. If you didn't see it by now, watch it. It was absolutely crazy what has happened there.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy race. So obviously you did just lose out on strategy in the end. Then do you think?
Not sure. I needed to go for the softs in quali because I invalidated 2 laps on the mediums, so they were like unusable for the race. So maybe that ruined it a bit, but I think the soft hard worked out quite well. I saw who it was, the second McLaren, not Buzzerboy, the second one. Who was his
Tim.
name again? Yeah, exactly. He went soft, and that didn't work that well for him. So I think soft hard was better.
Yeah, well, it was definitely a bonkers race on strategy. Have you got any questions, Lee? Before we move on?
No, it was just the battle when you were down. I got to say, I was watching that and got to say it was mental. You went into turn 3 and everything. I'm surprised there wasn't an accident, to be honest.
I didn't expect to come P3, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So well done, Mars, second place. Got to be happy with that. Yes. It was decent. You definitely had a very good start, actually, taking the lead into turn 1. You must have been pretty happy with your start. Yeah. Yeah. It did a little bit, yeah. He was definitely comfortable behind you. He had very high battery the whole time, and he was just, I think, that's the thing with Veloce. I think he just sort of builds up and then starts to attack towards the end of a stint, which I started to notice. But he had a very unfortunate incident with a driver retiring on track and then their car getting in the way when he comes around a corner. So that's why he DNF'd out the race, unfortunately. Otherwise it might have been a Renault 1-2, you don't know. Yeah, there were. You got any questions, Lee?
No, I've just got to say, I mean, I quite liked that at the start of the race, how you and Veloce, your teammate, were like, you weren't going for each other, you were just taking it easy pretty much, and not battling. Yeah,
Well,
well,
go on.
congratulations on your second place.
Well, yeah, congratulations as well from me. But last to first challenge complete. Hey, Dark Stomper.
Oh, I don't even know what happened there, to be honest with you. That was mental.
Well done. Probably got yourself contender for driver of all 3 leagues of the season. Drive of the season. After that, I think Lee was up for it a few races ago at Hungary from 16th to 1st, but you've just upped the bar a little bit.
Yeah. I think it was all like a strategy at the start, because my game glitched out, so I ended up starting at the back. So I decided to start on hard, because I saw that it was going to rain at the end, and I was just hoping that it'd start raining, and then it's rained, and then that was pretty much it for me. I got a bit lucky with the weather.
It was a bit perfect for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you got a great start on lap 1 as well. You're up to like a 12th or 13th, something like that, weren't you?
Yeah, I literally I kind of just waited like a couple of seconds off the start line, just because I knew something was going to go down in the first corner, because it's quite a hard corner to do when you've got another 15 cars around you.
Yeah.
So I just stayed back a bit, and then I just kind of drove my way through the carnage, and then safety car, and then just kind of just tried to keep behind because like the front 6 that were just all at a good pace.
Yeah,
so I couldn't really, when they were on the mediums, I couldn't really overtake them, because they were still performing well. They were fast on my hard, so I was just trying to keep in the DRS behind one of them and just hold in there.
Yeah, I definitely think that the 6 of you, you 3, Bazaboy, Tim, and Veloce, we're going to see you fighting all season. I think it's just going to be the 6 of you at the front. It seems like it at the minute anyway. But it's great to watch between all of you. You're all really respectful, actually, and it's really, really good to watch.
Yeah, I had a couple of moments on the Inters where I nearly ended up bottling the whole race, and I nearly got wiped out at one point. I can't remember who it was, but someone spun off Zeta 2 and they came back on the track, and I nearly ended up going straight into him.
Ooh, well, that's racing, isn't it? Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Anyway, that was, what would you say, Lee? Last week better, this week better? It's close, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the racing's just been getting better and better, to be honest. I think,
Yeah, it definitely has been getting better. Well, thank you very much, guys, and obviously, Stomper, what a drive again. Guys, you've got to try and get him off his perch, though. This is it's happened a few races in a row now.
I'm quite happy with it at the moment.
Not in the rain.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see.
It'll be good.
How are you feeling about Bahrain next week?
I don't know, to be honest. I've not done much practice on it, so I have to get some done before next week, and then just see where everyone else's pace is at. So yeah, I'll have to see what they do.
Well, anyway, thanks again, guys, for joining us for the interviews and giving us an entertaining race. Obviously, we got tea time on Friday at 9 o'clock. That'll be with Gaz and Curly. We wasn't able to have it last week just because of YouTube issues. And next Monday is the Sakhir Grand Prix in the Monday night racing, so the Bahrain Short. That'll be a 57 lap race of that, and as I said, it'll be the Bahrain race for Tuesday night with these 3 and everyone else. So please join us next week from Sunday as well, Austrian Grand Prix for Sunday night racing as well, so tune in for that. That'll be with Curly at 7:30 as well. But anyway, thanks for the interviews, guys. Thanks for joining me, Lee, in the commentary box once again. Cheers, and we'll all see you guys next week for Sunday night racing.